Have you ever found yourself, halfway through something important, maybe a work project, or even writing an essay and you suddenly realize you're completely zoned out?
Like
Yeah.
your mind is just elsewhere.
Exactly. It feels like you're just watching yourself do things, like you're on autopilot,
Yeah.
just going through the motions, even for stuff you should be engaged in.
Yeah, that feeling of being a spectator in your own life. It's surprisingly common. Like your brain's just idling.
Totally. Well, if that sounds familiar, if you felt stuck in that automatic mode and you're longing for, I don't know, more purpose, more engagement,
Right.
then this deep dive is definitely for you.
Right. We want to unpack why that happens.
And crucially, give you some real actionable ways to break free, to start living more fully, improve yourself, and really rediscover that sense of presence.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so this autopilot thing, why does it even happen? Why do we drift into it?
Well, fundamentally, our brains are wired for efficiency. They love shortcuts.
Shortcuts, how so?
When you do something difficult repeatedly, your brain works hard to make it easier, to turn it into an automatic process. It carves out these neural pathways like a well-worn trail.
Okay, so it becomes the default route, less effort.
Exactly. It conserves mental energy, and that naturally keeps us nestled in our comfort zones. Breaking out of those ingrained habits, those automatic loops, it takes real conscious effort.
And it feels like the modern world doesn't exactly help, right, with all the distraction.
Oh, definitely not. It amplifies the problem massively. Think about the constant pings, notifications, the endless social media scroll, those huge to-do lists.
Yeah, it's relentless.
Right. And a lot of that is what you might call shallow work. Easy stuff, low cognitive load. But it quietly chips away at our ability to focus deeply.
It pulls us away from the things that actually matter.
Precisely. It fragments our attention, makes deep, meaningful engagement feel almost impossible sometimes.
So this isn't just about feeling a bit bored or disconnected. There are real consequences to living on autopilot.
Absolutely. Serious ones, actually. When you're not truly present, you miss out on forming what some call unique memory markers.
Unique memory markers.
Yeah, think of them like vivid mental snapshots, moments where you were fully there. Without them, time just blurs together. It's why, as we get older, years spent on autopilot can feel like they just vanished.
Wow. That's unsettling.
It is. And beyond memory, it fosters that lack of purpose, that numbness we talked about. Mental health experts often see it linked with, or sometimes even preceding, things like depression or anxiety.
And long term?
Well, one of the biggest regrets people express later in life is that they lived a life dictated by others, by expectations, instead of their own authentic choices, a kind of half-lived life.
Okay, that's a powerful wake-up call. So how do we fight back? How do we cultivate presence? What does being present actually mean?
Good question. It's not about, emptying your mind completely. That's a common myth. It's more about intentionally focusing your attention on this moment, right now, without getting lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future.
So noticing what's happening now without judging it.
Exactly. With awareness, but without attachment or judgment. It's about stepping out of those mental loops of regret or anxiety.
And what are the upsides? What are the benefits of doing that?
Oh, they're significant.
Yeah.
Mentally, you get better at regulating your emotions. You see them, you acknowledge them, but they don't necessarily control you.
Okay, that sounds useful.
Hugely. Productivity goes up too because you're giving your full focus to one thing. Your relationships get stronger because you're genuinely listening and engaging with people.
And physically. Any benefits there?
Yeah, research suggests it can help lower heart rate, blood pressure, and just generally, it cultivates this deep sense of appreciation, gratitude for the small things you'd normally miss.
It's fascinating how this idea isn't really new, is it? It feels like ancient wisdom agrees with modern science here.
Completely. Mindfulness has deep roots. You see it clearly in Stoic philosophy, focusing on the present, on what you can control.
Right, the Stoics.
And it's absolutely central to Buddhist psychology.
Right.
The idea there is that a lot of our suffering comes from constantly grasping at pleasant feelings or pushing away unpleasant ones, these fleeting feeling tones.
Feeling tones.
Yeah, just those momentary sensations, emotions. Mindfulness is the antidote. It breaks that cycle of reacting by just observing them with openness, letting them come and go.
And that's now used in therapy.
It's a core component of modern cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Powerful evidence-based stuff.
Okay, so the theory is compelling, but how do we do it? What are some practical, everyday ways to practice being more present?
The very first step, maybe the most important, is just noticing when your mind has wandered off.
Catching yourself drifting.
Exactly. You'd be thinking about lunch or replaying a conversation. Just gently, without beating yourself up, bring your focus back to whatever you're doing. It's like training a muscle.
Okay, so awareness first. What else?
Try dedicating just, say, 2 minutes to intensely focus on one thing. Pick up your keys, look at a plant on your desk. Notice the details, the color, texture, shape, the light. Really see it.
Simple, but focused. I like that.
Another one is tapping into your senses.
Mm.
Right now, what do you feel? Maybe your feet on the floor. What do you hear? The hum of your computer. Just take a minute to consciously notice those sensory inputs.
Bringing yourself into the physical moment.
Precisely. And mindful eating is a great one too. Put your phone away, no TV. Just focus on the food, the smell, the taste, the texture of each bite. You'll be amazed at what you notice.
Yeah, I definitely rush through meals sometimes.
Most of us do. Same goes for movement. Whether you're walking, stretching, whatever, bring your awareness to the physical sensations. Feel your muscles working. Notice your breath.
And the big one, technology.
Yes. Definitely limit it where you can. Be conscious of screen time. Maybe set specific times to check email instead of constant monitoring. Even just putting your phone out of sight during focused work can make a huge difference.
Reduces the temptation.
For sure. And of course, meditation. Even 5 minutes a day can build that focus muscle. The key principles are being non-judgmental, patient, trusting the process, being open, and letting go of distracting thoughts by returning to your breath.
You also mentioned nature earlier.
Yes, such a simple but powerful tool. Make a point to notice beauty around you, even on your commute. A cool cloud, the way the light hits a building, it fosters awe and grounds you. Maybe snap a quick photo, jot down how it made you feel. Reinforces the habit.
Okay, so that's about being present in the moment. How do we expand that to living fully, with more intention?
Living fully is about having a sense of purpose. Living for something, not just existing. It means figuring out what a full life means to you personally, and then making choices each day that align with that vision.
So less about what others expect, more about your own path.
Absolutely. It requires some honest reflection. Are you steering your own ship, or are you letting currents or other people push you around? That regret of living someone else's life is a powerful motivator.
But life throws curveballs, right? Like, it's not always smooth sailing. You mentioned wrestling earlier.
Right, Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
Life is often more like wrestling than dancing. We have to be ready for challenges, prepared to engage with the tough stuff, not just the easy parts.
So don't shy away from difficulty.
Exactly. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. So challenge yourself. Make a bold decision. Do something that scares you a little. Learn a new skill, talk to someone new, travel somewhere unfamiliar. That active engagement shatters the autopilot.
And how does work fit into this? So many of us feel defined by our jobs.
That's a crucial point. Work is important, yes, but it's only part of a full life. It's easy to get caught in the grind, overworked, stressed, maybe underpaid, if you forget why you're doing it.
Losing sight of the bigger picture.
Yeah, so reclaim your time and energy for human connection. Prioritize quality time with loved ones. Be fully present with them. Rekindle old friendships. Those relationships are vital.
And part of living fully must involve letting go of negativity.
Definitely. Holding on to old grudges, resentments, it just weighs you down. It steals your energy. Happiness, in a lot of ways, is a choice you can actively make.
A choice? How?
In any moment, you can choose to stop, look at how you're feeling and reacting, and then intentionally choose a different way. Choose to be kind, choose to be helpful, choose to find some humor. That power is always there.
Okay, shifting gears slightly towards improvement. How do we approach self-improvement in a structured way? What does it even mean?
Self-improvement is essentially the ongoing effort to better yourself, your knowledge, skills, character, even your circumstances through your own actions.
Starts with knowing yourself, though.
Absolutely. It begins with self-awareness, honestly assessing where you are now, and then, crucially, developing the ability to change your habits to get where you want to go.
And in today's world, focus seems key. You mentioned deep work before. Tell us more about that.
Right, deep work. It's a term Cal Newport popularized. It refers to the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task, pushing your skills to their limit.
So the opposite of that fragmented, shallow work we talked about.
Exactly. And in our distracted world, the ability to do deep work is becoming increasingly rare and therefore incredibly valuable. It's like a superpower for productivity and career growth. It also strengthens your focus overall, like building a muscle.
A superpower sounds good. How do we cultivate it? It sounds like it takes discipline.
It does, but it's trainable. First, you need to plan for it. Don't just hope it happens. Schedule specific blocks of time for deep work. Set clear, smart goals for those sessions. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound.
Like making an appointment with yourself for focus work.
Precisely. And treat it like an important appointment. Protect that time. Batch your shallow tasks, like checking email, into separate, defined periods outside your deep work blocks.
And the environment matters, I assume.
Hugely. Create a distraction-free zone. That means notifications off all of them. Seriously, consider limiting or even quitting social media, or at least removing the apps from your phone during work hours. Use focus techniques like Pomodoro. Work intensely for, say, 25 minutes, then a short break. Find a quiet space if you can.
And building the focus muscle itself.
Start small.
Yeah.
Maybe just 25 or 30 minutes of deep work at first. Gradually increase the duration as your concentration improves. Mindfulness and meditation practices directly support this. They train your attention.
And keep track of how it's going.
Yes, reflect regularly. Are your sessions productive? What times of day work best for you? Are certain distractions creeping in? Use that feedback to adjust your approach and optimize your deep work schedule.
That's a really practical system. Okay, to bring this all together, how could someone create a sort of overall personal growth plan, a roadmap?
A structured plan helps translate awareness into action. Start with awareness. Take stock. Rate your satisfaction, maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, across key life areas: health, relationships, career, finances, personal growth, maybe even fun and recreation.
Get an honest picture of where you are.
Right. Then focus. Don't try to fix everything at once. Choose just 1 or 2 areas that you're genuinely motivated to improve right now. Pick something that excites you a bit.
Makes sense. Avoid overwhelm.
Exactly. Next, evaluate. Dig deeper into those chosen areas. What's your current reality? What's missing? What would improvement or fulfillment actually look like for you?
And then brainstorming solutions.
Yep, brainstorm. What small, specific actions or daily habits could you implement to move the needle? Think small, incremental steps. What could you do today or this week?
Keep it manageable.
Crucial. Then create your plan. Write down those specific action steps and habits. Give yourself a time frame, maybe 6 or 8 weeks, and aim for a realistic improvement, like moving up 1 or 2 points on your satisfaction scale.
And finally, staying on track.
Accountability. Make it visible. Put reminders in your calendar. Print out your plan. Maybe tell a friend or find an accountability partner to check in with. That support makes a big difference.
This has been incredibly insightful. We've covered moving beyond autopilot by really embracing presence, setting clear intentions, stepping out of comfort zones, focusing on connection, and committing to structured self-improvement like deep work and planning.
It really boils down to conscious choice, doesn't it? Choosing to engage rather than drift.
Definitely. And, you mentioned we have roughly 30,000 days. That's quite a thought.
It puts things in perspective. But the good news is, if you're listening to this, if you recognize that autopilot feeling, you're already aware. And that awareness is the absolute first, most vital step.
So here's a final thought for you listening. Considering everything we've discussed, what is one small thing, maybe something a little uncomfortable, maybe something new that you will commit to doing today to consciously break that cycle and start living just a bit more fully?
It doesn't have to be huge. Pick one strategy, maybe that 2-minute mindful observation, or scheduling just one 25-minute deep work block, or making that phone call you've been putting off.
Choose your day one action. Make that commitment to yourself right now.